Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde. I want to talk about death and how I see that many people, the only time that they will show you love is when at a funeral, and when you die, that's when they're showing you love. Now, I want to make a point. I want to talk about my social media friend I used to follow. His name is Tupac. And I know that he apologized, or he wished my mom, he wished me condolences to my mom before he passed away as well. Now, my people of St.Lucia, hear me out. Y'all was following Tupac as well on Facebook. I know that the guy, may he rest in perfect peace. I hope that he asked God for forgiveness for his sins and whatnot before he passed. Because I know he used to swear at me a lot, but I don't hate the guy. So I hope that he asked God to cover his soul with his Holy Spirit and to save his life. Anyway, rest in peace, Mr. Tupac. Now, St.Lucia. Tupac said when he died, put cigarettes in his coffin. He don't want a casket. He don't want an expensive casket. They have coffin and casket, I go with casket. Bon. So Tupac say, too, he don't want an expensive casket. And he also say, put cigarettes on his cell phone and money in his, I didn't realize he said money. But if he say to put cigarette, his cell phone and money in his coffin, he don't want an expensive coffin. Okay. I understand the guy has a wish, and everybody has a wish. My mom had a wish. I'll tell you all what my mom wish is, which I completely did not grant my mother her wish. Okay? Because wishes, what I believe in wishes is when you are alive. Ladies and gentlemen, you grant persons that you love and respect their wishes, not when they are dying, not when they're dead. Because certain things a dead person would require when they die, it's impossible. And I'll tell you all why it is impossible to tell me if you love and respect someone, and even if the person say a joke, okay, if they die, put this, put that in their coffin. Legal, like reality. When a person dies, the person does not realize or know that you are standing there and putting money into his casket, or putting flowers there for him, or cigarettes. These things are not important. Whether a dead tell you that when they die, do this, do that. Okay. Yeah, it's okay that you can put the person's favorite dress on, like I put on my mom. And also, well, if the person like music, you will play music in the funeral and things like that, then that's different. But, St.Lucia, ou vle di mwen kon sa. Adan mim bagay nou ka hustle zopani l'argent, middle class y'all hustling, most of your children need the money. Ou vle di moun ho ka metan san good $50, tout sol ka te la an di dan an coffin by Tupac, e kote l'argent sa la. Ou vle di moun, black people, y'all are the one doing this most foolishness with money? Ki kote, zo kay di moun ko hama hapa l'anglais. But every single thing is just most stupid thing y'all I see y'all doing. Nothing to upgrade my brains. You mean to tell me y'all always say y'all don't have money, y'all cannot afford, which y'all cannot afford, but y'all have 150s can show off, put in real money en dedans, en coffin, by Tupac, ek l'argent ka pourri en bataille. Tell me if this is smart. Eh? A real woman with wisdom like Diana Charles will only, if y'all had a brain like Diana Charles, right? You write a check, a duplicate check, and say, put it in an envelope, and make it like a fake check. Mille l'argent. You can even do the cigarette part because cigarettes are pas l'argent. But you cannot, on a cell phone, is his cell phone, you put it in the casket, ça pas à faux. Mais pour dire que, you put in real money, why don't you take all these hundreds of dollars, get a trust fund, and create a trust fund with Tupac name on it, and invest something under the man's name, and create a foundation under Tupac's name with all the money, and the guy was famous to y'all. That's what real smart people do in black communities, not foolishness like what y'all doing. Zo pou kate san good, metan dan ka an coffin, epi zo ka mette tout la hansala ka pou yon bate. Ek la ho ka fini ka vin di mwen zo pan l'argent, zo po, ek zo bien brise la han, ho pa même ni à côté pour zo weste some of y'all. C'est ça zo fait. And y'all want people to say that, okay, they are proud of y'all? Oh, I forgot. Show off my foot. When is a funeral y'all coming with all these beautiful flowers? Some of y'all I see that need medical problem, that have medical problems. Some of your so-called loved ones, y'all say your love, have medical problems. They need surgery to be done. Y'all never have money to say, okay, make a contribution to send the person away to Martinique or overseas for surgery to save the person's life. And all of a sudden, I see and not even flowers y'all can afford to say, okay, the person is sick. Let me bring some food. Let me bring some flowers in the hospital, or let me bring some nice things for the person because the person is sick while they're alive. When somebody is dead, lots of flowers. Some of them, poor people, middle class, they don't have a proper bed to stay. They also don't have a proper house to stay. But all of a sudden, you're making concrete structure. If you are alive in life and you don't have a concrete structure, how is when you dead you're gonna have a nice concrete structure? Concrete and block. How peut se ba hypocrite zo ka fe? Peut se ba hypocrite zo ka fe? Magie. If the person, y'all didn't help the person to build a concrete structure, why y'all have the money? Y'all can put loan a credit union, a cafe concrete structure by and dead, and y'all there watching, standing by the hole to make sure you be a cash to her. That is love? That is love, my black people. Well, that's not how I show love, huh? Y'all saw all what I did for my mother when she was alive. That's how y'all supposed to be with your family and your loved ones. Professor hypocrite said Diana Charles the Great. Yeah. Say by hypocrite Zokafe. Now let me tell you all about my mother. My mother always called for Papo, that's my dad. They were still married, but they was no longer together. But I know that my mother's wish was to be buried on top of her husband. But her husband is in St.Lucia, but we live in foreign Canada. But même si maman mwen te vle te we, anle papa mwen, which papa mwen te ka bay mizikou, Même si te vle wis ça là, a sou ki raison maman kay di moi kon après nom ça là, bay musique ou abize après fait musique chez papa moi. A sou ki raison moi kay mette maman moi en vie nèg qui te ka bay kou e ka bize. Why would I do that? Eh? Even if my mother is buried on top of my dad, she's dead already. She's not gonna know nothing. Number one, I would take thousands and thousands of dollars, leave foreign, fly my mother to St.Lucia, ek alay me ala tum papa me. For what? Take all thousands of my dollars, I can have my future. Eh? Get out of the poor misery life. Put $2,000 me fly mama me, ihamo, ek alay me ala tumun mo. Ou pas se bay sa ba fè science? Eh? Eh? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It is not when people die y'all are there to show off. Y'all showing off cafe block ho. Eh? Y'all never available when somebody die to help them, grieve them, do things for them, show them love. Ex yo pièce pas jamais available là moun malade. Di Diana Charles kay mola, ga kate moun kay ve ki kote mwen tewe, ki kalte ki kote mwen ye. Hypocrite. Zoni la hanka jete, why didn't y'all give the guy a duplicate check or write a check and put it in his mouth or something? If y'all love him so much. Why didn't y'all do a foundation, a kids foundation, or something on the collect money and put something on the Tupac's them if you love and respect him in society to in St.Lucia. Fa bon ba yon si zo eme bougla. Ale maji tout sel zo ye. Eh? So sa ho expect zo kay accomplish just because zo me mizi cigarette adi da coffin bougla epi cell phone yek ek mouche moun zoni yan san good. And at the end of the day, kon la han ka pou yon bate. That is smart. My St. Lucian people, comment on the video, sala. Ale maji tout sel zoye. Ale maji tout sel zoye ka show off bullshit show up pan pièce pour gwe pan yon café to build up each other in community today. I had to make this video. Whoever wants to comment on it, comment on it. But you see the way y'all going mentalities are. Awa. Moun ka me la ada casket moun, pa check moun ka mete. Eh? Pwe la me good you sa dayon. Le mwen mo, si mwen ni kome $1,000. Mete check la bouche mwen ka tout moda mwen, then we'll take it from there. But I didn't tell y'all to put all the money in my casket. Make a name, Diana Charles the Great, and a foundation under my name. And then help the kids that growing up and talk to them about Diana Charles the Great, who she was. Seko hamun gadil. Me ou pa apela hama casket me. Yes, I want a multi-billion-dollar casket because I'm Diana Charles the Great. But then take my check and make $millions check with it and take that money and make a name for me and live the life I live for me. That's what smart people do, like Diana Charles the Great. Kwa mette la, moun ka mette real la, yo de dwa vole la, cimetière. So I mette St.Lucia, mette kay vie fouye tout ek pe denye la, because I have bills to pay. Magie.